Man, yo. I just wanted to say, yo, shout out to Professor Lex Beats, man. He definitely was able to help me out a little bit with some of there were certain various parts like I couldn't like figure out in the breakdown and they were just stumbling me. But I definitely wanted to say for those couple parts, man, shout out to him, man, and definitely go check his page out and everything. He did a breakdown on the same video I'm covering and everything, and he did a dope job too. So definitely go check him out, man. Definitely go check him out. Hey, what's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Icongotyou, aka the voice of the casual, aka Mr. Leather on Butt. And just so y'all know, I did a part one to this video. This is the part two, so this part will not make sense to you if you did not see part one. So I'm going to link that in the description and everything, so you could definitely go check out that part one. But other than that, let's get back to this video.
Cut the business, you got shit twisted. What is it, the brakes? I hurt your feelings, you don't work with me no more, okay.
So what Kendrick is talking about here is basically, Drake's hair. It's self-explanatory. Drake's hair is got the braids now. And then from before years ago when Drake, they asked Drake, they said, do you think he'll ever work with Kendrick again? And Drake was like adamantly about, oh nah, I don't think that will be a bridge I ever cross and everything. He had said that around, I think, the Angie Martinez interview and everything. But we get back to this.
There's 3 ghosts left and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage. I love them to death, and in 8 bars I'll explain that phrase. It's nothing nobody can tell me. I don't wanna talk on no celly. You know I got language barriers. It's no accent you can sell me. You're cold and ivory, no, I'm a selfish nigga. The crown is heavy. I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly.
So basically here what Kendrick is saying is, this is where Kendrick is talking to Cole and Drake. So basically what he's saying is more along the lines of, we don't need, the apologies. I think that when he said that line about the whole calling me, things like that, the conversation, like, he don't need that. I think that was more to Cole, like saying, oh, you know what you said, stand on that, like, I'm okay. And I think also he's more just sending a shot of that whole big 3 thing, because they went on that whole tour after the first person shooter. They went on tour together, and they was all, you feel me, on tour and everything. And then now Kendrick is like, oh, there's no big 3, it's just me. That, and he's standing on that now. He's really reaffirming that, and that's where he's talking to Drake and Cole, because he said the Aubrey Cole. So that's just if anybody caught that. And then he used the YNW Melly bar, because YNW Melly, they're saying that he killed his friends and everything, but I think he's saying more he'll murder them and show them, like, y'all not really in my league. I'm in a league of my own. Y'all are just in the discussion, but I'm really in a league of my own, is more what he's saying there.
I don't like you popping shit at Pharrell. For him, I inherit the beef. Yeah, fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T. You better off spinning again on him. You think about pushing me. He's Terrence Thornton, I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet.
So here Kendrick does something I thought was dope. So basically, as y'all know, Drake was popping shit at Pharrell once upon a time, and so that's why he said even the pushing P. But then remember Pusha T, so then that's when he kind of pushes it, like, basically, how do I say this? Transitions it into the Pusher T, and basically saying how instead of pushing P, that's Gunna's phrase, the pushing P, but instead of trying to come at Pharrell, go at Pusher the same way. After he dropped the story of Adonis, you didn't have nothing to say, and then on top of that, he said the whooping feet. That's basically like the whooping feet. That's because he had said Pusha T. That's Pusha T's name that he has said, the Thornton one. That's Pusha T's real name. And then on top of that, he said Terrence Crawford, I believe, and who was it that he was ducking to fight? Was it Boots Ennis? Was it? I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, no, I know they always said that he not really trying to fight like that. So that's more him just showing, okay, cool, I'm here. If you really want to step in this ring with me, it could get like that. That's more what Kendrick is saying. He's knocking everybody out. Everybody's getting knocked out.
We ain't gotta get personal, this a friendly fade, you should keep it that way. I know some shit about niggas that make gonna wanna look like a saint. This ain't been about critics, not about gimmicks, not about who the greatest. It's always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real women. Then notice I said we, it's not just me, I'm what the culture feeling.
So right here, Kendrick is a shrewd operator because what he's really doing is just basically saying like, we don't have to get too personal because Drake tried it with the light jazz with the Whitney bar, and you know how Drake is, he tries to dig up dirt and everything, but he's saying this is just a friendly fade. He's basically telling him this is really friendly. Like, I'm not even really going too hard on everything that I've been saying to you. Like, this is nothing because I could really drop. Like he said, I know shit about niggas that could make Gunna look like a saint. Now, remember, Gunna snitch. So now he's basically saying, like, Drake, you got some dirty industry secrets that nobody talks about because you're Drake. Now, what if somebody thinks, and now this is 2024, the year of exposing. So what if Drake's secrets were to come out? What if Kendrick is the one who, I mean, or not even Kendrick, what if his secrets just come out? Do we look at Drake the same? Then they're saying about the critics, the gimmicks, not about who's the greatest. It's like he said, it's been about the love and the hate. Now let's say I'm the biggest hater. He just doesn't like. He's not saying that he don't like Drake. Like, not saying he don't like Drake personally, but just more he just doesn't like Drake's image. He doesn't like what Drake portray. Like, he don't like the certain things about Drake. I think he probably respects him as, like, you know, a successful artist, but I don't think that he personally respects the artist like all the way. I think he respects the success of the artist, but not the success, not the artist, if that makes sense. Then it's also he said there was a part in here he said something. So that was what he said, like when he was saying how it's no need to sneak this, like you he just, like when he was saying like basically how Drake be always sneak this and Drake always does all this stuff, and then basically the culture is getting tired of Drake because he said they basically like like come on, if you look at Drake and just the history, like Drake's antics are basically of the chameleonaire, and he's basically been biting all these gimmicks and biting everybody's stuff, not so much, and then when I say biting I mean more riding the wave, and just to keep the relevancy. It's the chameleon effect, which is cool, but that's more what Kendrick is alluding to in those bars.
How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough? I like Drake with the melodies, I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gon' make a nigga bring back Puff, let me see if Chubbs really crash something. You're my first one like my last one, it's a classic, you don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that, then tell them where you get your abs from. V12, it's a fast one, bow, bow, bow. Last one, headshot for the year, you better walk around like Daft Punk. Remember.
So let's really dissect this real quick because Kendrick is very, very shrewd. Kendrick did a lot right here. So for one, we got to go to the fairy tales. Drake is an actor. I mean, I've said this from my last video, the industry plant thing. Drake is an actor. Chameleon. So Drake, you don't really know which variation of Drake we don't know who is the real Aubrey Graham. We don't know. Like, we just see this persona that basically has been fed to us for the years and everything. So now then it goes into the he says I like Drake with the melodies, not this one that try to act tough. You know, he liked Drake more when he was singing Ashton Martin music. Like this whole now, like 2 shots to the neck, like with the X bar, like I'll be saying like little shit like that. Like it's just the gangster shit. Like that's the thing. Like where Drake has treaded that line for years with that whole gangster shit. Also, there's this bar in here that I almost didn't catch when he said, "You gonna make a nigga bring back Puff? Let me see if Chubbs really crashed something." And wasn't it at like an award show or at the club or something where Puff smacked Drake? Like they said he smacked the shit out of him. Cause I know, or was it? Yeah, it was Drake, and Chubbs is Drake's man's. And I'm just saying, I don't never heard no repercussions happening to Diddy from that day. Just saying. But then he even goes into it now deeper where he said, yeah, my last one, that's a classic, you don't have one. It's a classic, you don't have one. But he was saying, but then it's like this part right here. He's saying like a classic, this isn't He's basically saying, yeah, my first one, not like my last one, it's a classic. So even both of these songs are gonna be classic songs. He's saying basically the other song that Drake did is gonna come and go. That last one he just dropped, like that whole last one he just dropped. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. Then let your core audience stomach that. Um, play on the abs. Yeah, tell him where you get your abs from. Like tell him like where you get the abs from. He's basically, I think he's more alluding to the plastic surgery thing from the Rick Ross thing. Tell him like, and then especially when he said your core audience stomach that, you know, abs plastic surgery. V12, it's a fast one. About last one, V12. I mean, oh wow. Oh, V12, it's a fact. Oh, is he talking about like from the first one? Because he was saying like, Hellcat Sell Your Soul. I believe he's like talking like Hellcat Sell Your Soul. But V12 is a fast one. But I mean, still, I still think that because I heard it was something one of my friends had said, and he had said that basically Kendrick is calling Drake a bad bitch like here, but I don't see it. I don't understand. Like, somebody got to explain that to me. Like, how would this be interpreted as a bad bitch bar? Because it's like the Hellcat, maybe Hellcat, Oh, a Hellcat. Oh, I just got it. Oh, I just got it. And then headshot for the year, you better off around like Daft Punk. And then the Daft Punk, they cover their face all the time. Oh, I just got it. That's crazy. I gotta keep that in the video so people can hear that reaction.
Hey, top dog, who the fuck they think they playing with? Extortion my middle name as soon as you jump off of that plane, bitch. I'm allergic to the lame shit, only you like being famous. Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hanging with. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Surprised she wanted that feature request. You know that we got some shit to address. I even hate when you say the word nigga, but that's just me, I guess. Some shit just cringeworthy. Ain't even gotta be deep, I guess.
So right here, yo, K. Shrewd, yo, he's saying so. A Top Dog, who the fuck they think they playing with? Because he was talking about when Drake was saying now Top Dog is extorting him and everything. Extortion, my middle, my middle name. As soon as I jump off that plane, bitch. So, cause he's like, I'm not getting extorted. I would probably extort somebody before they extort me, is what Kendrick is saying. This is all a frick. Like this is all good business over here. We don't need to do that like what you do at OVO when you shelf artists just to keep your career relevant. Basically, I feel like when he says stuff like that. Allergic to the lame shit, self-explanatory. Only you like being famous. Kendrick stays out the way most of the time. 9 times out of 10, you can't find Kendrick, like I was saying before. Look at how much time it took before his albums dropped between. I hate the way you walk, you talk. Like he got that from DMX. Like the I hate the way you walk, I hate the way you talk. I hate that. That was from DMX. I remember DMX did that. And but still, kudos to Kendrick, man, showing the respect to the greats. Surprised you wanted that feature request. When he says that, that is the time I think he's talking to Cole. I think he might have to be. I might, because when Cole did the red leather requests, and I think that's what he's talking about. And then he was talking about, and then on top of that, because I think from the dynamic and the basis of because Drake and Cole, because they're both like, you feel me? Because it even says right here, he said, I even hate the way that you say the word nigga, but that's just me, I guess. Like, nobody's ever said nothing about Drake and Cole. In a sense, both of them are half white, half black. So it's kind of damn, like, you know, I never realized that we given J. Cole a pass for a minute. He is half white, half black. Oh snap! I never thought about that. Because that's when I was like, the only reason that you would even be mad about somebody saying nigga crazy is because he's, oh wow, that's crazy. That's shrewd. Then he was saying, then when he was saying, surprised you wanted the feature request, something we need to address. I even hate the way you say nigga, but it's not even that deep. But then he says, ain't even that deep, I guess. And that's where he's just more nonchalantly just brushing it off, but the jab has already been thrown.
Still feel love when you see success. Everything with me is blessed. Keep making me dance, waving my hand, and it won't be no threat. I'm knowing they call you the boy, but where's the man? Cause I ain't seen him yet. Matter of fact, I ain't even bleed him yet. Can I bleed him? Bet. When I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop ass with them.
Keep making me dance, waving my hand, it won't be no threat. Like, he's basically saying this isn't serious for me. This is friendly. This is like friendly competition. That's really what he's saying. It's just friendly for me. Like, this easy work, light work. Then he was just saying I'm knowing they call you the boy, but where is the man? Cause I ain't seen him yet. You know, Drake, Boy Wonder, how much times he was like, Boy Wonder, all that shit. But now he's asking Drake, you gotta stand out here like a grown ass man on your own 2 feet. And can Drake do that? Matter of fact, I ain't even bleed him yet. Can I bleed him? Like the sexy red. That's where the sexy red comes in. And then, yo, I'm not gonna lie, when I think a picture would just be self-explanatory. If you see Drake and Sexy Red standing next to each other, believe I see two bad bitches. Yo, this part is hilarious though. That he's basically saying that Drake kind of not a real nigga or not really a man. But I think he's kind of alluding to Drake might be a little maybe sus right here, because he's saying, I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop ass with them. And remember now the Sexy Red, the baby daddy video, the rich baby daddy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let's speak on percentage. Show me your splits. I'll make sure I double back with you. You assigned to a nigga that signed to a nigga that said he was signed to that nigga.
So all that was is Kendrick basically more saying because Drake was talking percentages before. Remember, Drake was talking percentages. He was saying that the top dog split. But he was saying you were signed to a nigga that was signed to a nigga to a signed to a nigga to that nigga, right? So I don't know if many people know that Drake was discovered. Drake used to be on Teen Nick. He used to be on Degrassi, right? So before Drake got signed to Wayne, he went through a couple of different people, and then he got signed to a dude who signed him to, I think, like Mob Ties, Jay Prince, and then Jay Prince is the one who got him signed to Wayne. And then Wayne got him signed to now where he's at. Well, Wayne got him propelled now to UMG. But just saying, he's signed to a nigga that's signed to a nigga. And then plus he signed to Wayne, who's Wayne is signed to Birdman. And Birdman, you see what I mean? So Drake got a lot of people that's eating off of him. Just saying. So Drake was no one to talk about splits and everything.
Try cease and desist on I like that record. Oh, what, you ain't like that record? Back to back, I like that record. I'ma get back to that for the record. Why would I call around trying to get dirt on niggas? Y'all thinking my life is rap? That's whole shit. I got a son to raise, but I can see you don't know nothing about that. Waking them up, know nothing about that. Then tell them to pray, know nothing about that. Then giving them tools to walk through life like day by day, know nothing about that. Teaching them morals, integrity, discipline. Listen, man, you don't know nothing about that. Speaking the truth and consider what God's considering. You don't know nothing about that.
So I feel like this is low key. Kendrick is kind of doing like a double triple entendre here. So first with the cease and desist like that record, like he's basically saying Drake tried to send a cease and desist on like that, but that's neither here nor there. We don't know what that's basically saying. Drake didn't want that like that record. He tried to block that record. Like he did try to block that record. That's basically what he's saying. He tried to block that record. Then he's saying you ain't like that record. And then he's basically saying Drake doesn't like the record, so he tried to block it. And then the back to back, that's Drake's diss track. That's his record. He said, I like that record. I'm going to get back to that for the record. Well, maybe, what if Drake maybe didn't write back to back? Maybe that's not his track. I mean, maybe, just saying. Maybe that was somebody from Kendrick's team's track. And he just, I don't know. Why would I call around trying to get dirt on niggas? You know, that's Drake's thing. Drake is trying to get all his dirt on you. He's trying to find out who your bitch is so he could try to DM her and everything else. Drake, that's how he works. He's a shrewd operator, light skin shit. And then, why would I call him? And then he said, when he's talking all that about that, that's like, you don't know nothing about that. He's basically saying, real man, this is just basically, Kendrick is just little boy in him in these moments, basically saying, you don't know nothing about that. Like, because Drake didn't consider it. And then that's another play on, because Drake wasn't trying to even claim his son. He said he was hiding the world from his kid, hiding the kid. He wasn't hiding his kid from the world. He was hiding the world from his kid. But Kendrick was like, man, I want my kid to embrace this world. I show him it, and I want to show him off. But you don't know nothing about that. You try to live this facade life that you want the people to believe, but y'all don't know nothing about that.
Ain't 20v1, it's 1v20 if I gotta smack niggas that right with you. Yeah, bring them out too, I clean them out too. Tell Bean that he better stay right with you. Am I battling ghosts or AI? Nigga feeling like Joel Austin. Funny he was in a film called AI. And my sixth sense telling me to off him. I'm a blick niggas all in they coffin. Yeah, OB-ho niggas is dick riders. Tell them run to America to imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence. What I learned is niggas don't like the West Coast, and I'm fine with it. I'll push the line with it. Pick a nigga off one at a time with it. We can be on a 3-hour time difference. Don't.
So Kendrick, oh my goodness, he said ain't 20v1, it's 1v20 if I gotta smack niggas that right with you. So basically the ghost writers, everybody, it's basically Kendrick is saying he's better than anybody that Drake has on his team and him. He's better than all of them. Then he's saying, am I battling ghosts or AI? Like basically from when Drake dropped that one with Pac and Snoop Dogg. So he's like, is he battling a ghost or AI when he's saying, but both of them were AI, but it's just, he has respect for Pac. So he's not going to just say, like, he's saying, guess what, ghost or AI. That's kind of just out of respect for Pac, low key. But I think that's a movie reference to Ghost. And then he said, nigga feeling like Joel Osteen. Joel Osteen is the minister and everything. I don't know if y'all know the minister dude. So now he's saying he feels like the god of this shit now. Like in a sense, that's like kind of like in a sense he feeling like he's more delivering the message. Like I have to be the one to deliver the message. Funny, he was in a film called AI. I mean, y'all know artificial intelligence and my sixth sense telling me to off him. Like sixth sense, that it's like it's crazy that little double entendre he does with the sixth sense. Like if y'all know about the sixth sense, like my or then that's like that's okay. Then he said, I'm a blick niggas all in they coffin. Like self-explanatory, but yeah, but low key even all in, like even when he's saying I'm like basically this, even when you get hit, like when you cough in a blood type thing, but coffin die type thing, it's like a double entendre, the coffin type thing, and then yeah, then he kind of goes into another movie reference with the tell them run to America, they imitate heritage, they can't imitate this violence. That's coming to America. Remember, like when it was like "fuck you," and like they were saying like the "fuck you," but they couldn't really imitate the way that these New Yorkers were like "fuck you too," like, and can't imitate this violence. But that's self-explanatory. But I believe that's like a coming to America bar. That's just how I interpreted it. And then what I learned is niggas don't like the West Coast. Like, and he said, I'm fine with that. Like, he said, I learned niggas don't like the West Coast, but people always Drake was trying to say he good on the coast, all that good stuff. He be trying to act like he runs the West Coast. That's Kendrick's turf. That is what it is. People be trying to, even some, like, but one thing about the West Coast, when one person tries to attack a dude from the West Coast, the whole West Coast come together. You ain't gonna attack the West Coast. That's one thing. I always say that about them. And I'm feeling to push the line with it. But he's saying we got a 3-hour time difference. He's saying pick a nigga off one at a time with it. We can be on a 3-hour time difference. He's basically saying his shot is so precise. Time don't even matter. He's gonna get him eventually. That's really more what that bar means. Time don't matter. He's gonna get to his target eventually. It's that simple. It don't matter. You can't stop. Eventually, certain things are just inevitable.
Speak on the family, Crody. You can get deep in the family, Crody. Talk about me and my family, Crody. Someone go bleed in your family, Crody. I be at New Hall King eating fried rice with a dip sauce and a blammy, Crody. Tell me your cheesing, fam. We can do this right now on the camera, Crody. Hey, fuck y'all niggas, I don't trust y'all niggas. I wave one finger and thump y'all niggas like, field goal punt y'all niggas, they punk y'all niggas. Nobody never took my food. Whoever that's fucking with them, fuck you niggas and fuck the industry too. If you take it there, I'm taking it further. Psst, that's something you don't wanna do.
So right here for two things. So Crody, from one thing from doing the research, Reddit, and a couple things. Apparently, Crody is two things. That's Toronto slang. And then somebody said that's the name of Drake's fucking cat, and I don't believe that shit. I'm sorry, I peeped it, but I don't believe that shit. If Drake really got a cat named Crody, this is fucking crazy. that niggas is finding this information. I'm like, Kendrick, how the fuck do you know that he had a cat named Crody? That's all. Like, did Drake say this on like a stream or something? Like, my cat's name is Crody. Like, just saying. But it can't get that deep in the. It can get deep in the family. Talk about me and my family. I think that's more him just saying like, let's keep it at this rap shit. Don't talk nothing personal. Cause we could really, this could get more. I more think he's saying let's just keep it at rap. I think that's more what this more is saying. Let's keep it at rap. But if his Crody is the name of his cat, I think he's basically saying let's keep it at rap pussy. If that's really the name of his cat. But if that's just slang and he's just basically, I guess, going to his home turf and basically, I don't know, just basically warning him like let's just keep this at rap. And I being Whole King eating rice, Crody. Okay, yeah, I think this is just him more just talking shit. He just basically let him know, let's keep it at this rap shit. We don't even got to take it no further than this. Yeah, he said, if you can take it there, I'm taking it further. And that's something you don't want to do. Yo, to be honest, I don't know if Drake responds. I don't know if Drake responds to this. I know people are saying that Drake responds and everything, but I think if Drake responds, I really think Kendrick drops it. I think he drops the bomb. And when I say the bomb, I think that Kendrick finally drops the nuke that obliterates OVO. And when I say obliterates OVO, I think that Drake can still be a good rapper and everything still. I don't think it's going to kill his career or anything. I just think that we'll look at Drake in a whole different public perception. Because I do personally feel like Drake is a chameleon and that he will be able to flip any narrative. That's why he's been able to do it this long in his whole career. So ultimately, I feel like Drake's career will survive this, but I'm still giving this. I'm giving this to Kendrick. Definitely giving this to Kendrick. But like y'all already know, it's your boy Icongotyou, aka the voice of the casual, aka Mr. Leather on Butt. I'm definitely happy y'all tapped in with this breakdown. I'm definitely fucking with it. If anything, y'all already know, definitely drop a like if y'all was messing with it. Subscribe if you're new. And until next time, y'all, like I always keep saying, always be you and never be afraid to reinvent yourself. And I'm out, y'all.
Ooh, we don't wanna hear you say nigga no more. We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more. Stop.